Hello, welcome back to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I'm here doing love readings for all 12 zodiac signs. This reading will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and this will be a general read, so it's not going to fit with everybody. Make sure to, take what fits your situation, leave what does not, and also remember to not get hung up on the gender of the cards because we all have male and female energy within us. So, the way I'll be doing this is 2 different spreads. The first one will be for singles, and the second spread, and that one is called is Love in the Stars, and then the second one is called Will It Last, and that's going to be for those of you Leos who have somebody particular in mind. Maybe you're dating, or you just got somebody on the brain, or maybe you guys are together and you're wondering the possibility of it lasting. So let's get into it. Please give me a reading for Leo. Singles is Love in the Stars. This is for Leo. Show me Leo's Love in the Stars. Please give me a reading for Leo. All right. So, with Leo, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. So, new spark of creativity, beginning and taking new action, something that you're passionate about. This, sometimes this is like taking action on a creative project, but this energy is like a brand new spark, taking action, confidence, being courageous, and I'm feeling somebody who's like ready to go, ready to move. And the the Magician underneath wanted to show itself. So, maybe some of you have come into a realization of your power and you're like ready to go. All right. Okay, so first card we have out is the Ready card, and this card represents a way in which you're ready to bring love into your life, or ready for love to come into your life. Leo, it's like you feeling yourself. We have the Queen of Wands here, so more fire energy. Leo, you are a fire sign. So the Queen of Wands in this deck, the Queen of Wands in general is very courageous, very confident, very passionate about what she likes to do and what she wants for her life, and she goes after it without fear. She doesn't let fear hold her back. She doesn't let anybody around her tell her anything. She's just, and also this type of person exudes a kind of confidence that makes people look at them and wonder about them and want to be them or want to be with them. So I'm feeling like, Leo, that you're in your element, you're ready to shine, because in the deck it talks about how she goes out into the forest and makes this harp out of a tree branch and plays, and all the animals come to hear her song, and she's bursting with confidence and love for playing this music, and she's not afraid to show anybody, and all of the animals flock to her, and that's kind of representative of how you come off to other people, they're attracted to you. So The next card out is the or not. And this card shows a way that you are not ready for love, and to draw love into your life, consider this card carefully. Okay, so the next card out is the Lovers, and this card obviously, speaks about a really strong, healthy bond between two people, but the Lovers is about choice. That's like the original meaning of the card, is like choice, and I can't help but my eye keeps being drawn to this little person down here looking up, and what I feel from that is like almost like I'm feeling like almost like you're watching other couples or other people, and you're like comparing yourself, and kind of like almost like I'm feeling a couple things, almost like you're like looking up to another couple, like, oh, I want to be like that, I want my relationship to be like that, or just like watching other people and like comparing yourself, and that's not really good. That kind of stalls you in making choices for yourself when you're comparing to others, and it kind of stalls out your choice. Curious as to that, and that's just what I'm feeling. Why is the Lovers here for not for the year? Okay. So the Three of Wands, or the Three of Pentacles just came out, and what I heard is like not ready to work well with others yet. Sorry. And that could just be for somebody specific or a few of you. But like, so the way that you are ready is like you're confident in yourself, but when I looked back at this card, it's almost like you're really, it's like you're really concentrated on yourself and being confident in like what you want and going after that. You're not really focused on bringing other people in. And so that's kind of like what I was feeling as I look at this. It's almost like you're almost like you're making comparisons about other couples that you see, so you're like kind of closing yourself off to possibilities, because you're like, I want that and only that, if that makes sense to you. Because when this came out, this card represents working well with others and ingenuity and like building something with other people and being a leader. And when I saw it, what I heard was like, not ready to work well with others. So, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe that's just for a few of you or somebody specific. Okay, the next card out is the Do It card, and this card represents advice or a step you can take to put yourself in the path of love. Excuse me, I'm not, I don't have these spreads like verbatim yet, so I just have to like look at the book to remember, like, I want to give you the exact meaning for this placement. So anyways, the High Priestess is here. So this is basically telling you, Leo, to listen to your higher self. And I'm also hearing stop listening to other people and old programming. Like, just as an example, I don't know if this is it, but this is what it makes me think of. This is just an example. Like, we grow up seeing like, oh, you have to go to high school, graduate high school, then go to college, graduate college, and get a job, then meet a person, then get married, then have a baby, and buy a house, and blah, 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 blah. What I'm feeling is like, stop listening to that. Like, old things telling you that this is the way it's supposed to be for me, trash that. Like, you're an individual, and other people's ways are not going to work for you. So tap into your High Priestess, your higher wisdom, your higher self, because there's a lot of knowledge here, and any question that you have, the answers will be within when you tap into that. yeah, I'm just feeling like, I'm feeling, Leo, that, you know, the thing to do is to shut out all old programming and other people who are telling you, like, a relationship is supposed to be like this and it's not supposed to be like this and it's supposed to be, like, don't listen to that. Tap into yourself to find out what it is that you want and what it is that's right for you. The Stop It card we have, which this represents, you know, something that you do that actively blocks love from you. This is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, traditionally, this is like fast movement and like moving, but like in terms of love or a relationship, the Knight of Wands is somebody who comes in and out really fast, kind of like a player or an F-boy or an F-girl, if you know what that verbiage is. And in particular, in this deck, it talks about how this knight he has a goal in mind, and he's headlong, he's headstrong, and he's moving really, really fast towards that goal, so much to the point that he neglects to look at the ground below him, like where his horse's feet take him, like almost like you could be trampling on things on the ground that you don't even see because you have tunnel vision. And so what I'm feeling is, again, this energy that I saw, like, or that when I heard, like, oh, you're not ready to work well with others. And then with this being here, like, you're really confident and you're really confident in yourself, and people see that, but like, let other people in. What I feel when I see this is somebody who's like really concentrated on themselves, and they're not really ready to open themselves up to another, like open up their heart, basically. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling when I see this. Somebody who's like on the go all the time and who's like just concentrating on themselves and not really ready to allow somebody else to come in. And so the outcome we have is the moon. And this is all about, the moon is about like fears and anxieties, but it's also about your subconscious and going within to allow the light of the moon to shine a light on things that you don't see, you know, your subconscious. And what I'm feeling is like, I'm feeling somebody who's like alone, but I'm also noticing how she takes off the mask and looks at herself. So this is indicative of like, go within your subconscious and allow the light to shine so you can see what it is that you're hiding, pretty much. Interesting. Why is the Knight of Wands here for Stop It? For Leo? Why is this here? Wow, the moon came out again. Is there anything else here for Stop It? Why is this here? Anything else? Okay. Okay, this is okay. So what came out clarifying the Knight of Wands is like what you're doing to block yourself. What I see here, okay, so you have the moon again, the Pisces card, and then you have the Ten of Wands, which is all about burdens. And so what I'm feeling with these two is like, you're really caught up, like you have a lot weighing on you here, and you're basically going because you don't want to pay attention to what's within. And that's what I was feeling like with the moon, like, because you have so many, like, it's almost like ignoring. Okay, because the moon can represent fears and anxieties, and then you have the 10 of Wands here, what I'm feeling is like you're stuck in this type of mode and you have all of these things on your back, these burdens, and you're going as the Knight of Wands, that you don't want to slow down and like put down your burdens and like look within your own subconscious to like heal yourself. Because if you see the moon here, she has the heart in one hand, and then and it's over here. But so it's like she has her heart there, but she's taken off the mask to kind of figure out what it is that's really deep within. And so I feel like almost like you're playing on the surface level right now, Leo. It's like you're not allowing yourself to really like go deep within yourself to answer your own deep questions. Why is the moon here for the outcome, please? What is this here for the outcome for Leo? Is there anything else? I saw this before too, and I almost said something about it. Okay, so Leo, I was clarifying the moon, which was the outcome, and you have the 2 of Pentacles. This is like juggling. This is like trying to find balance. Sometimes this is like balancing a bunch of things, juggling a bunch of things in your life, and you're happy about it. But I feel like there's something that you're going back and forth on, because sometimes this is like going back and forth and not being able to like really decide. And that's keeping you stuck, because we also have the 8 of Swords, and this showed itself earlier at the bottom of the deck while I was clarifying, but I didn't go into it, so it just came out. So obviously wants to be talked about. Like you're holding yourself stuck in some kind of mental situation, like I think like going back and forth with something in your head. Why is the High Priestess here? Did it? Okay, yeah. So I just clarified the High Priestess, which is do it, which is like something that will help you to bring love into your life, Leo. You have the Knight of Wands, and then you have the 8 of Cups. So the Knight of Wands, again, fast movement, and then the 8 of Cups, which is walking away from things to find something better. This is like the 8 of Cups is like walking away from things to find spiritual fulfillment, or like another level of your spirituality. And also I feel like this is yourself. It's like walking away from things that like don't work for you anymore, and maybe that's, you know, not working with other people. You know, there's something here, and I feel like with it clarifying the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is a very spiritual card, it's like saying walk away from old stuff to and go within to find spiritual fulfillment. Like it's like that's what they want you to kind of focus on, because once you do that, you kind of you heal, and then you allow like your partner to come in. Where's the Queen of Wands here if we're ready? Is there anything else? Anything else? Wow. Okay. So I was just clarifying the Queen of Wands is how you're ready to bring love into your life. And you have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, very nurturing, very loving, very supportive, in control of his emotions, but doesn't really express them to other people very well. And then the King of Pentacles, which is very grounded. All he's concerned about is like building for himself. You know, this is a very rooted, grounded, also nurturing energy, but he's like not paying attention to anything except for things that are going to help him build his wealth and his stability and his environment and like his home and stuff like that. So what I'm feeling is like you I mean, you may have a couple people vying for you with these two kings here. And again, don't get hung up on the gender of the cards. But what I'm feeling mainly is that that's where your focus has been. Like, you kind of been shutting yourself out to other people and only concentrated on your stability and your pentacles and all of that. So overall, Leo singles, this is kind of telling you that they want you to put down burdens around you in like your external environment and go within and go on a spiritual journey, because it's going to help you to realize things about yourself so that you can figure out what it is you want and what it is that's right for you. So this is really good. In general, I feel like for you, Leo, if you want to bring love into your life, kind of detach from just the material, just the 3D world, and kind of go within, feel into your heart, connect to your spirit, and go on a spiritual journey into your higher self, because that will make you realize a lot of things about yourself and help you to, like I said, realize what it is that you want for yourself and with a partner. So I hope that was helpful, Leo singles. And the next reading will be Will It Last, for those of you who have somebody particular in mind. Okay, here we go. And this one is going to be the Will It Last reading for those of you Leo signs who have somebody in particular. So I invite you to take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, close your eyes maybe, and just envision this person that you're dating or that you're seeing that you have in mind for this, okay? While I shuffle. Please give me a reading, a Will It Last reading for Leos. Please show me Leo, will it last? Please show me Leo's, will it last? Thank you. Okay. Oh, wow. So we have the King of Wands, more fire energy for you, Leos. You are a fire sign. And the King of Wands is all about being very courageous and passionate, and he's really confident, takes action. He's also somebody who exudes a lot of confidence, and he stands up for others who maybe don't have the power within them to step up for themselves, or people who have been, keep hearing downtrodden on, like walked all over in their life. This could represent your person or just you. Like, I'm feeling a really fierce energy, like somebody who stands up for others. And the King of Wands also, like in terms of business, he does not put himself above like his employees or people who work with him on a project. Like, he puts forth as much effort as like the janitor, let's say, you know what I mean? And he doesn't put himself below or above anybody. Okay, so first of all, we have your hope, beloved's hope, and the strength. And this first one here, we have the Two of Wands, some more fire energy. And so, Leo, this card is about power and authority, and basically stepping up and being bold. This card talks about now is not the time to shy away from anything. It's time to step up, be inventive, be bold, and be that power authority in your life. So I'm feeling like your hope is that you can step up to be like a stronger person and be the authority. Maybe it was you who was kind of like being walked all over. I'm just feeling like somebody needing to like step up and like have their own back a little bit and be courageous and take action towards what they want. Beloved's hope. We have the Hierophant. This is, in terms of love, this card is about marriage. The Hierophant is like a spiritual teacher. He brings down spiritual teachings from the ethereal realms. Excuse me. Gosh, Mercury retrograde. I cannot articulate very well lately. Like for all of these readings, I swear to God, I need like a blooper reel. He brings down information from the ethereal and then brings it down to the material world. And, you know, but in terms of love, like I said, this is like a card of marriage. This is commitment. This is long-term commitment. And then the strength, we have the Eight of Wands, more fire energy, Leo. And this card is about, you know, there's like a big undertaking at hand, and you know that it's going to take a long time, but like you're okay with that because you know it's going to yield results to you, and you know that what you get in return in the end is going to be worth all your hard work. You know, this is like stepping up to the plate knowing you have a big job to do, or like something that's going to be a long journey, and you're up for the ride. You know, as she blows those seeds away in the book, it talks about how those seeds will have, like, she just blows them in the wind and has faith because she knows they're going to land somewhere and plant and then come up and grow. So that's the strength, basically feeling like this relationship has the potential to go long term. And even if it takes a while for you guys to get together, you know, maybe that's what this is. Maybe you're hoping that somebody will step up. Maybe that's your hope. You're hoping that somebody will like step up and come towards you. Okay. So, for your fear in this, Leo, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is about, you know, being contented and a happy home and like legacy and stuff. And this is abundance as well. You know, the peach that she holds in her hands is indicative, representing abundance. And I'm being called to read something from the book. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles is about enjoying affluence, desiring the permanence that financial security can bring, and being able to appreciate luxury and the good fortune that has befallen on you. This is the ultimate in worldly success, the result of long-term efforts finally brought to fruition. So obviously, and this is what I was going to say before, it's like, I feel like what you're fearing is that this relationship won't go the long haul, or that it won't be beneficial to you, to either of you. I'm feeling that what your worry is money, your worry is security, abundance, prosperity. I'm also picking up on somebody feeling like they're gonna have to take care of the other person, like all on their own. So maybe that's just for one person in particular. Your beloved's fear, we have another Pentacles card, and this card is about it's like making a decision to whether continue to let this thing grow or to walk away from it, to basically harvest it, or to walk away from it and like let it keep growing. Because, you know, she's looking at this here in her hand. She's debating, should I pick this, or should I just let it go? And the Seven of Pentacles in general is also about putting in the work. It's like putting in the work to yield results to you, and like waiting also. So I feel like, again, it's like, read the book. Maybe somebody needs to hear this specifically. So, excuse me. The Seven of Pentacles challenges you to make a choice to enjoy the fruit in the basket, or to leave them to flower and ripen, continue upon the branch. It's about reaping the reward for effort and work. The seeds have been sown. The time of work and waiting has passed. They've grown. and come to fruition. Now is the moment to appreciate. It's a calm moment of consideration of alternatives and different approaches. And I feel like in terms of this placement, I think what your beloved sphere is like putting in the work, and that's why I see like, you know, both of the fears are pentacles, stability, your foundation, work. The weakness is the Tower. So this is about a change, and it's really up to you whether it's going to be a good change or a bad change, because you know, the Tower comes and it's a good change if you see that something needs changing and you put forth effort into doing it yourself. You know, a quote unquote bad tower or painful tower is when, you know, you keep getting red flags about something, but you don't pay attention, and then all of a sudden your like world comes crashing down around you. Not really good deal, because I've been there before. The outcome, the Page of Swords. This is all about new ideas, new ways of thinking, and being logical and not allowing emotions to override your decision-making process. This is about like truth and honesty as well. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Yeah. Okay. So the Two of Pentacles came out, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, and like that's kind of what I was like feeling, was like somebody who's kind of like worried about providing and like doing it all themselves. The Two of Pentacles is like going back and forth on something, but also like balance and like juggling things. Sometimes it's like juggling things and being happy about it. But what I feel like in terms of like your fear, Leo, it's almost like you're wondering like, can I do this? Like this is, it's almost like it's weighing on you, like it's a lot, and you're kind of like worried if you're going to be able to like juggle everything. Why is this Seven of Pentacles here? Okay, yeah. So the Page of Cups just came out, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, which was like the beloved sphere of like putting in the effort. And the Page of Cups is this is an energy of kind of immaturity. You know, it's somebody who comes with like a couple, like a love offer, like an offer of an emotional fulfillment, but the fish coming out of the cup there is indicative of them being like nervous about it and not sure if they should or if it's going to be taken. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling like that's kind of their worry, like, you know, almost being like, oh, like, should I put in the work, or like, should I do this, you know? And almost like an energy of like not being sure of themselves. But the Sun also came out, and that's like the happiest card in the deck, so I feel like there's no need to worry. It's whatever that worry is, it's kind of false, you know what I mean? And this is also I feel like the person is kind of tricking themselves out of this, because it's like this is the happiest card in the deck, so it's like there's no need to worry about this. Maybe they're just feeling a little bit naive, and I feel like they're maybe a little bit worried that you probably think they haven't done enough work. Why is the Tower here for the weakness, please? Why is this here as the weakness? Wow. Okay. Okay. So, trust. So, clarifying the Tower is the High Priestess and the Fool. So, the High Priestess is, your higher self. This is tapping into your own wisdom to answer your own questions. Because the high priestess is like hidden knowledge, and you have to tap into this to be able to get the answers that you seek. You can't seek answers from other people. And then we have the Fool, and this is taking a leap of faith and trusting in the universe that you're going to be taken care of, because the Fool has a very strong why can't I find this word? Has a very strong connection to their source, to their higher power, whatever you want to call it, and they don't fear. They take a leap of faith and they go out. They're like, I'm going to go out with my dog and I'm hitting the road. I'm going to do this, and I don't care who tries to tell me that I'm making a mistake or whatever. And I just feel like with it clarifying the Tower, it's like you gotta become aware of your thoughts and what they're doing to you, and just trust in your own relationship to Source or God, and trust in yourself, and just take a leap of faith in towards whatever it is that you want. Okay. Okay. So all three of these came out clarifying in the singles read. So the outcome being the Page of Swords, honesty, truthfulness, new ideas, thinking in a new way. We have put down your burdens, fast movement, and walking away to find spiritual fulfillment. So there definitely needs to be basically looking at your thoughts and how they're affecting you and how you behave. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands, and this is also fast movement. So what I'm feeling here is that this has the potential to last for a really long time, but it's almost like you both need to get out of this worrying mentality, like worrying if it's going to work, worrying if it's going to last. And it's just like the worrying is mudding everything up. Pay attention to your thoughts. Put down the heavy burdens. Take action towards what you want fast, and walk away from things that no longer serve you, and find your spiritual fulfillment, because it's going to help you to come together. Okay, this has gone over really long. I do apologize. I hope this was helpful. Please like and comment. Let me know if this was helpful to you, if it resonated. If it didn't, check your birth chart for other prominent signs. And I will see you soon, Leo. Take care.